So we'll talk about something different. Talk about really not easy to do stuff. It's birds, right? Birds. And birds is very special animals. It's still animals because it has some kind of, I would say, similar anatomy. Actually, all of us make similar anatomy, right? But birds, it's kind of hides that anatomy. People thinking, oh, I guess it's like a just, body. I'll show you. It's about like this. Any birds, it's a body, right? Main shape. Always think about main shape. Main shape is a body. The neck, the head, and tail, right? Here, this part, it's rib cage, and here it's a pelvis. It's a pelvis. Of course, you actually ate a lots of chicken legs, I believe, right? Chicken legs has kind of like a thigh. It's kind of like this, right? You have to think this way. Not people thinking that the bird is kind of like that, right? That's it, right? No, it's wrong because somehow it's hidden. These are actually muscles and thigh. This part is hidden under the feathers, right? It should actually really like this. And what's happen if bird will walks, right? What's happen like this, That's when stretched leg up front, right? And when it's going back, it's actually connected to the pelvis here. And if it's going back, right? You have to think this way. Okay, again, like this or like this. Stretch position, squash position. So today we will work with Rooster. See Rooster? I will play for you. And again, the main mass, it's kinda egg shape, right? Egg shape, big egg shape. But like I said, you have to feel what's going on with the legs, thighs, around knee, and so on, right? And this is, to me, it looks like it feels like it's not even a leg. It's kind of like a human. Show you, yeah, to this, right? Human hand, similar. Looks like to me. The only thumb is here on the back, which is pretty close looking like that. But originally, if we'll compare two anatomies, right, for the bird anatomy and the human anatomy, originally feathers on the wings, it's kind of similar to the hand, right? It's kind of like this. That's the feathers, you see, and kind of like that. This is thumb. Actually, it's shorter, but it looks like a thumb, right? And even these fingers, see, very similar. There's two parts, this part and this part. What's happened when it's actually folded? When it's folded, it's interesting to happen. It's going that way. This part is going under this part. It's kind of like this. This part on the top, you see? It's kind of like this. On this part, it's going here. People thinking this part on the top. No, it's not like that. It's kind of like that, right? This part on the top, this part on the bottom. It looks like this, right? And we will see kind of like this spot. We will see this spot, right? Kind of like that. But originally, what's happened, this part is under, not on the top. It's important thing to remember that. But like I said, it's the same way as a human arm, the wing, right? Also about balance. To walk like that, because when actually chicken or rooster here and on one leg, stays on one leg, one leg is not really solid, I would say, for the keep the balance, not solid feelings for that whole bird mass or bird weight, right? And what's going on? Why actually chicken do stretch that neck up front? Because it's like I said, this is like a scale. When it says one leg, that's a scale, see, and prevent the falling, right? It has to really stretch this neck. And when characters like that, see, this is negative space, how negative space working, right? Open, both direction, close, both direction. Calling this, right? Looks very simple, right? When you understand how to work all that shapes, simple shapes. Open, close, open, close. Actually, I wouldn't say, like I said, it's a really big secret, but mostly any animals or even human, they have the same principle. Any gestures is open and close, open and close. That's it. Looks like open, open position, close position. Okay, got it? Squash and stretch, right? This is stretch, right? This is stretch. This is squash. Squash and stretch all the time. All the time. So, one more thing I would like to say, something like that. Yeah, like I said, this is egg shape. Think this way. This is egg shape. Egg, egg, egg shape, right? Egg shape. And on the top of this, it's kind of like a cone. It's a cone. You see this cone? And this is egg shape again. I would say one of third, yes, from the body length, you connected the legs. And here, feathers, right? On this shape, you have to put, like I said, his wings, right? This is egg shape too. How about hand? Let's say in the middle, right? Egg shape, connection. Again, one of third. Easy way. Cheek and his, let's say, beard, or I don't know, kind of beard, right? For Rooster. And kind of his head, right? Head. Connection. You see, connection. Everything is try to work connection. Like I said, kind of like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on, right? Everything connection. When you work and you understand the word, was actually created, the way how it's flow everything from big shapes to the small shapes. From big shapes like this. It's a big shape, right? And it's kind of flow out from the big shape. You see? Connection. Work this way all the time. That's very important. Very, very, very important. Okay? Think, connection, and shapes. Not lines. Animation about shapes. Okay? That's basically it. Like I said, first start with 2 kisses, right? 2 keys. First key is, squash, you see, and stretch. That's it. All other one, it's extremes. The only one thing is important too. When it moves, right? It's actually this position, right? Moving hold, moving hold, right? It's almost stop. Almost stop. It's not complete hold. It's almost stop. Just a very, very little moves. And this continue to move that way, right? This was drag, right? Drag. Which we will see this key and this key too. It's not even movement, like linking, not like that, right? It's kind of very, very pronounced. Key is pronounced, right? That's what it is.
What about the wings? How do they move?
Wings, actually, like I said, easy way. I'll show you. What's will happen? This egg shape, right? When this leg, his right leg, right? This leg, his right leg. Thigh is covered by body, right? Overlapped. But this is right here, right? See that position? And this wings is going back, right? It's going back, right? But when his left foot in this position, right? It's just in front of us, right? But those one will be overlapped. Yeah, of course, this is moves up front too. See, not much, but like I said, basically it's a lace on that body, right? Kind of like that, lace, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay, it's not like in human walk, right? When the legs and arms move in different directions.
Good question. Yeah, I see what you mean. It could be if if kind of like that, right? If it's going like that.
Oh, okay.
But it's pronounced more, right? You will see more this way, right? This one and this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
If this wings is opened, right? But if it's not opened, you have to think simple, very simple. Just like I said, kind of like a stuck on a body shape. Okay. You see, stuck on the body. I can play for you. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
It's a slight movement. Mm-hmm.
I would say the hardest part in this, I will say like this, to feel energy. Energy is right here, you see, energy. It's not just, like I said, it's not about the principle of the movement. You have to try to feel where this movement started. I would say point of the energy. Where is the point of the energy? Where it started? Number one. Number two, it's very important to feel how much it moves, right? Originally, you see, the number one, this are very broad, is a hen or I don't know, or roosters, right? Rooster hands, hand and rooster legs, right? First hand, second legs, third just the base of the neck. It's called like neck, I don't know, could be neck, right? And the body not moving so much, you see, almost in the same place. That's a principle of staging. You see, you have to think about staging. Staging lets you see most important parts, how they work, not about just move, right? But thinking which is most important. Number one, number two, number three, number four, and so on and so on. So that's not easy to do, but you have to think that way. Is it any questions? You kind of quiet. You completely lost, right? No, I hope not. Again,
Everybody is thinking about what to
yeah,
do first.
I will show you next. That part, I mean, his beard, right? Beard in the head. I wouldn't say it's no big deal. I would say it's no big deal. But big deal is the shape of the body. This cone, right? Cone. How to start to animate it, right? Think about this first, right? Think about this. Think about that. This one. Like I said, this is kind of cone, right? Cone, pum, 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 pum. And think about what's going on with the legs. Like I said, thigh. What's happened with the foot, right? See how it works. Thigh. You see, very important to feel thigh. Work with shape and you'll be fine. Shape, shape, shape. Only shape. Okay, like I was said, lines, it's the border of the shape. Think this way. If you animate, whatever you animate, doesn't matter. You animate hand, right? Like I said, you have that, right? You have that finger, right? This shape. When it goes this direction and bend it, you see what's going on with the shape, right? You cannot see this bone from this side, right? But now you can see this bone. Or you can go even more like this, right? Stretch at this part. You see this now, shape like that. That's what is important. Same here, shape. Work with simple shapes. Simple shape means kind of like a egg shape, cone shape, right? I don't know, cylinder shape, ball shape, but shape, only shape. That's basically it. Okay, I can play for you if you like. The hardest part here to do the tail, because tail must be very gentle move, not much. Or if you do this too much, you will lose the principle of staging. Like I said, you have to see what is most important, right? Let's start it. Always give you some challenge. Challenge give you feeling you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I tried, I do it. You can believe me. Some professional animators, very, I would say, famous and very strong animators from Disney, they spent hours to create one key. Can you imagine? Hours. Because good key shows everything. And you know, that's the reason is like it's why it's called key, because it's like it's open door. Open the door for you and also for audience. Guys, always drew or draw, whatever. First, you have to draw the shape, right, in contact position with the ground. And like I said, before you start, you have to feel this, right? Or one line, it could be one line, but like I said, keep the position, this contact, right? Basically, it has to be here, right? But like I said, try to make composition. In your case, it feels like this, right? Composition, composition.
So we need to start with both legs touching the ground, right?
Right. Yeah, that's
Okay, got
that's
it.
a very simple way to start it. And again, try to feel the connection. Like I said, you see connection, connection, connection all the time connection. Nothing accidentally. Everything has to be connected somehow, right? Ground level. I want to see the ground. Yeah, good, Kate. Yeah, ground level. Yeah, important thing. Actually, I erase it here, you see, but actually there was lines here for each leg because it's kind of perspective, right? His right foot in right leg is a bit further, but his left one closer to us. Also, I recommend maybe it's a good idea to make a small thumbnail of these two poses, before you start big drawing. It's always good, always help you. Don't forget about thumbnails. Thumbnails help you to understand which way you'll go in your character, how character doing that, how character walks, and so on, so on. Okay, that's what actually I recommend. Even you do simple walk or simple run, whatever. Like I said, key position, key, extremist. You see this one and this key, this one. More, draw more loose. Don't care about clean lines. Don't do that.
Okay.
Because if you always be kinda afraid to do some unnecessary lines or something like maybe that or maybe that, you will never, create good animation. First, feelings. But when you feel, you have to, I would say, lose your lines, You see that? Kind of like this. See? Jim, kind of like that.
Wow, I
Try.
wish I could draw like that with one stroke.
You can. Never say I can't. My American students never say I give up. No, that's why they was great. Because they say I can do everything. You have to think the same way. You can. You see, kind of like this. Be brave. Be brave. 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 Don't do like this. Okay, do this way if you just really can't, catch the position for your hands. Maybe you will miss first, right? But if you practice with brave lines, that'll be fine. I promise you. Promise you. Just
Agree.
don't be afraid. Like I said, you see, kind of like that. That. Try it. Try it. Right? Try it. Kind of like this. You see. You try to find some connection. Like I said, connections. You see rhythm. You see rhythm. It's nothing accidentally, like I said, nothing in this life. That's why people believe in God. I believe in God the way how, like I said, God to me it's harmony. Harmony is everything kinda connected. Nothing accidentally, like I said, nothing. See, nothing. Okay, that's what animation for. To be brave. Who is this? Kate. Kate, good. That was a good idea, Kate, when you draw small drawings, like a thumbnail. Good, Vladena, good. The only thing, so idea for squash is stretch all this neck, right? You see, this is squash. You see the shape, like I said, shape. But stretch is longer, you see, longer, thinner, right? Thinner here, but
Wider.
longer. And here is shorter, but thicker. That's a squash and stretch. Not just, you're doing here and here, they're the same. No. Hey, by the way, this is compensation, It was a compensation. It's going this direction, right? This direction, see? It's compensated here. This part is going this direction. But when this one is going this direction, right? This going this direction. It means like always compensate if here this part moving this way, if this part is supposed to be moving this way, and so on, Your squash position needs to be more squash and shorten the neck. Neck is too long now. See, because it's all, yeah, exactly. It's almost on the same line, you see, same horizontal line. Yeah, if you keep almost the same line, right, kind of like this, you will see difference. Because if you do this higher than what was had what you had before, you see, it's not a squash. It doesn't feel squash. Squash, whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, yeah, was that right? And this animation was done somehow at some on two, some and on fourth, right? I didn't actually in between this. It's the reason is like for you it's way easy to see what's going on, because if I in between it will be flow, you will not see actually some partials or some particular drawings to partials of this rooster. I would say like this, to animate on trees or on fours, it's way harder, you can believe me, than animated on ones. Because on ones you will not see drawings, but on trees, on fours, you will see absolutely sure, absolutely crisp what's going on with your drawings. That's why actually a Japanese animation, right? Kind of Miyazaki, it's way, you can believe me, way harder to animate because you can't hide it. You can't hide it, your bad drawings. It has to be good drawings only, simple and good drawings, which is on trees and on fours. Instead of some animation on ones, like I said, you can hide it. Okay, good. Liliana, good. The only thing you not quite understand what's going on with the legs, right? Like I
Yes,
said.
and this is the close one, and it
Okay,
means
that's it.
we are.
It's a tie, right?
Yeah.
That's the leg itself. Like what actually we eat, right? We eat this one. We eating this one. Tie, it's connected to the body, right? I don't know, but in the United States we eat this tie too. So that's what it's actually looks like. You see, that's it. But this part and this part, these two axes is parallel. See, this part and this one, always parallel, which means it's like if it's like that, right? This has to be like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's good, parallel. Yep. You lost Kate.
A little bit lost. Right now, what the next movement, it's when the back leg will be closer to the front leg.
Yeah,
The legs will be in the middle, and I cannot understand what's be with head.
it's a passing. You see, this is passing. I'll show you.
Yeah,
You see, that's a kind of touch it only the tip, right? Tip on the fingers, passing and connected, right? Contact, push it back. That's the principle. See how the body is a squash and stretch too. There's a stretch position for the neck and for the body, right? And you see when this head
it's
is going, yeah, backward, right? And you see the squash is here too for the body. That's what I talk about energy. You know, energy kind of flow all the time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. That's a principle. Like I said, principle of any animation. You're still not brave enough. More like that. Yeah. Don't. Like, nobody blame you. You know, you have to think this way. Nobody blame you. I mean, blames, I'm sorry, not blame. Whatever you just made mistakes or not, so many lines or not so many lines, doesn't matter. Try to do loose. Like I said, you see that like this, right? Or the body like this. Try to do that. Don't be worried. Don't be worried. That's what actually doing lots of animators. Glenn Keane all the time. He's rough. He wants to. He said you have to be frankly with your lines. That's why he said I always push it as much as I can. Vladlena, you're the same. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Vladlena, if you see the body, right, of this rooster, it's not a stretched.
high?
No, it's
Ah.
just not stretched. If you just flip it to me, please flip it. This one, yeah. No, this one, yeah. Has to be stretched. I'll show you again. Okay, that's a squash, right? And when it's going this, it's a body stretch too. You see, it's kind of like all shape is stretched. You see,
Okay.
this is
Yeah.
squashed. This, you see, this shape and this shape, right? They're different. See, that's difference. Like a ball, actually, right? Yeah, good. Very good. Loden, I like it. Let's see more. The same way. Draw more loose.
I'm trying. I actually don't know what to do after this position. Should I go back?
In
I should go
no,
back,
in
right?
your problem, you're doing just walking through the screen, right? Through the frame. It has to be on the same place. You see.
Yeah, but
So,
I try to keep the leg that touches the ground on the same spot, but the body moves, right?
yeah, it has to be. You see here, right? Yeah, it has to be on the same place. Not doesn't move. Up front or on the back. It has to be in the same place.
The body, you mean?
Yeah, I mean body. Yeah, if you see,
And how
you see
should
this my animation. You see that my animation. You see the body on the same place. You see the legs is kind of like a slice, right? It means like it's a camera. Camera. It's following this Rooster's movie, right? That's the point. Why is his body supposed to be in the same place? In the pen is like moving. He's in the same place, but pen is moving, right?
Oh, okay. I thought it should be on the same place, but the body should move. Okay, got it.
That's the principle of the cycle. When you do cycle, don't.
Alright, so I keep the body on the same place and I slide the legs.
Yep.
Oof, alright.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
exactly
got it.
what Vladlena did. Yeah. I remember some, let's say, Russian multiplicators, right? Not animators, right? What they do, and I've seen lots of this. They do like this. A character is running, right? They move character this way, when it goes down. See? But originally it has to be only on one line, everything has to be here. This is mistake to move this, on a loop or on a circle. No, keep us here. Keep him here. Same with this rooster, you see? The body only up and down, up and down, up position and down. Same with rooster. Rooster up and down, that's it. Up and down. Don't move rooster up front and go back, make us like a really circle movement. No, don't do that. That's important thing to remember. It's actually what I see in Vladlena. She's right. She's keeping that her body and the whole rooster
We
in
need
the
to
same
do
place.
cycle, right?
Okay,
I
now.
mean that we can time lapse, for example, on it, so it could be a cycle, and
Yes, this
we
is
don't have
cycle.
to redraw it again, for example, in our animation.
No. What I always recommend to do that way. This position, right? That's a key position, and the key position for that is just position for the leg. It's changed, right? This leg became his right leg, and his right leg became left leg. That's it.
Yeah, I get it. That let's
But
change.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
mean,
but
like,
for body,
when we
for
will
body
be
is the same.
after that.
Yeah, body is the same, absolutely. Ladlena, the leg works this way. Okay, this one is kind of like passing position, right? Passing position. But when it's stretched up front, you see, it's stretched like this. This angle is disappeared. See?
Yeah.
And kind of like this, right? See? And after that, you start bend it, right? More and more, right? See? Just not too much. In your case, you bent it. So here you see that part, you bent it too much. That's what I said. Birds is less knowing for animators, unfortunately. But really interesting to do that because you have to understand simple way how to draw, how to animate, and his right leg. When this is his left leg, right? But his right leg has to be go this way. You see, it's connection again, kind of like this. Connection. Stretch this part. See, this is squashed. You see, squashed this against this. This and this stretched. See, again, try to feel connection. You see, even that helps you. See, that one. Connection. You said this leg doesn't work. Yeah, his right one has to be stretched up front of his body. Yep, way better. Okay, who's next? Mo. Mo, you can even draw his neck and his head too. I always recommend don't draw partially. Always draw full figure. Always full figure. I mean neck, head, and even tail. To anyone, what I recommend, that's the body, right? Don't start draw from this part, from the upper part. Draw from the bottom part, you see? From the bottom part. like this or like that. See?
Okay.
That helps you feel unity. See, unity. Yeah, that's a better. Just the two keys. Just the two keys, like I said. Very important. Try to separate your like straight ahead drawings from that. Start only with keys. Don't do all drawings like straight ahead. No, don't do that. Especially in the walk. The walk, run, right? Because it's cycle. If you do this straight ahead, it will be a really disaster because you will lose everything. Good, good. Better, more, way better, way better, way better. Kate, let's see what Kate is doing. Uh-huh. Oh, good, Kate. Yeah, Kate, you can copy, one leg move, right? You can copy that, paste, and after that you just change, like I said, left leg to the right leg, and that's it. It will be full.
Yeah, I tried to do this.
About something, I know it's not easy. Of course it's not easy. Animation is not easy at all. About his head. Actually, see the beak. What's really happen? It's side plane, right? Upper plane. You see here. It has kind of that shape. You see, not like this or not like this. Because here this is shorter one, right? This shorter one, bigger, and this one is biggest one. See, kind of like that shape too. And like I said, this shape is kind of like that. Again, try to feel flow. That kind of shape, right?
Yeah, I need to change because my little bit different direction. The first one is longer. The
Yeah, that's what
shorter.
actually it's why I show you. Yeah. And how's everything? I see Kate now. Kate, I always recommend to your drawings, right? Don't draw partially. Like I said, if it's head like this, try to make its connections, right? Connections. See, not like boom, 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 not like this, okay?
I decided to finish first with legs and then continue with other parts.
Okay, who's next, Mom? Just a bit more. In timing is too fast. Just add, let's say, three.
Yeah, I also
Three in
need to add more
three in
frames.
betweens. Three in betweens. Okay, now, Adlena. Adlena, too much, I would say, in a stretch position. I mean, too many frames, you see.
Yeah, I mean, there should be between, but
It should be
kind of-
shorter. Be
Okay.
shorter. It's too many. Number one and number two, if you can see mine, right? It's actually getting higher, right? Because it's always, if you remember when we did dog, right? Or elephant, right? Actually straight vertical lines, legs, right? That's the highest position, right? Same with the human, right? The human, you see,
So-
this is highest position.
Mhm.
Same with Rooster, right? When he is here, his leg is here, right? This is highest position for his body, right? When his legs is like this, and like this one like this, right? This is lowest position. In your case,
It's different, yeah, just this like squish and squash, stretch and squash,
Yeah.
and didn't think about it, yeah.
yeah, see? And again, same way like I said before, even you draw simple way, right? You draw simple way, kind of like this, like this, like this, like this. Try to finish, try to draw everything already, right? Before you not finish your keys, don't start your in-betweens or your extremes or breakdowns, whatever. Finish first. Finish. Even maybe this one. I always recommend to connected lines. Connected. Don't draw like in, you'll forget about. No. I would say even over-connected. Over-connected means even draw on this one more time. But connected, you see, connected. Rough, but connected. It's to everyone, not only to you. You see, connected, everything connected. Like I said, actually, when I start to do my animation, that was rough. You see, I erased some lines, but that was really rough because you need to to feel what you do first. Like I said, connections, everything, shapes, squash and stretch, blah 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 blah. His right leg is not stretched. The problem, this leg is right here, right? But I'm talking about this leg, stretched. This part is stretched. See? But this is squashed. You see this part, stretched, squashed. In your animation, if you see here, see, it's already bent. See, you bent it. It's not stretched.
Yeah.
He's a right leg. You see, right leg. They're always stretched. No, it couldn't be this way. You can even think that way. I'll show you. You can do like this, right? This is this one leg. This is pelvis, right? Another leg, right there, right? You see, like this, and like this. See, it's stretched. That's what has to be. Good, more, good. More, just for future to always to keep the shapes in proportion. It's easy way, like I said. Okay, you see this? That's the head, right? Middle line. And here, connected beak. See this cheek here.
Okay.
And connection to the neck right here, and the second is right here, somewhere right here in the middle, and this right here, right? Anyway, this one, right? Think this way, keep the same simple proportion, and even like this, right? You can start like this first, but keep connection here and here. Very important. After that, you can add some details, right?
Oh, all right.
That's what really help you. Not only you, of course, to anyone. Help you to understand. Again, shape, not lines. Okay, shape.
Yeah.
If big has this shape, you have to keep this shape, right? And this shape too. Actually, this shape, like I said, that kind of shape, right? This is bigger.
I find it difficult to keep the same shape. It's really hard.
So it's a practice, I promise you. Only practice. Yeah, practice. Practice, try to feel it, try to observe, which actually I recommend to anyone. Observe more. You can believe me, when I started my animation, there was a big hunger for information. It wasn't internet, nothing. You can imagine nothing. You just can see, I would say, a real chicken, right? In real life. That's it. That's it. Whether you like it or not. Now you can see everything. I would say almost everything. And my suggestion to all of you, study and try to analyze the stuff. Try to analyze what you see. Okay. More, it's not too bad. Really good. Yeah, only the back leg.
I just got confused with the legs.
I understand, no problem. More only the back leg, you're doing like this. Yeah. No, like I said, its leg started from here, right? This, and that. This is thigh. No, it's like a human, right? We have thigh, right? That's a bird has the thigh. This is right here. That's, like I said, the part what we actually prefer to eat. This part we prefer to eat. That's the leg, what we usually eat. But the thigh is connected to the body, like a sewing to the body, right? See, like this, sewing. And why is so important? Because it's actually, like I said, thigh, it moves. Thigh, not only this part, okay? And stretched, like I said, like this. But bend it like that, when it's back, right? It's kind of like this. You can believe me, even like this, yes, yeah, I'll show you, right? Kind of like this, right? When the start lifted. I know it's not simple, but who said animation is simple? If somebody will tell you, yeah, if somebody will tell you it's simple, never. I wouldn't say spit into his face.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
But almost like that. You understand me, right? I don't want to be rude, but you have to work. Yes, that's it. But I would say I'm impressed, guys, how you doing, really. Also, for the future, try to think about composition. Remember, I told you about composition. You see, it's not too big, not too small, right? Because you have to use all the screen or say the frame with a good enough size. See, comfortable to watch, which I always said. Why? Because more in your case, yeah, it could be bigger. You see, that's like you not really use all the shapes of not shapes. I mean, all the space of this frame.
I talked about this problem with my design teacher at university, and she said that with each year this problem is worse students because we so used to be able to, for example, zoom in screen.
Getting
It's
lazy.
a big
I
problem.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always getting lazy. I know. I always said, no.
Really lazy, but we always know that we can zoom in some picture text.
That's what I call. Yeah, that's what I call lazy. Yeah, even even I've said I've seen like when you draw like one face, right, and you just copy this, right, and you just paste it here, right, the same drawing, right. But if you want to draw well, I would say, you see, you have to draw by yourself, not copy it. Don't copy anything mechanically, okay? Just using program, some kind of advantage. No, really, because in that case you will feel what's going on, what's happened with the shape, with mass, with weight, because you will feel it. Because when you do this mechanically, and you will not see really, and you really not feel what's going on. Again, Vladimir, what the problem? The problem is, like I said, that's the body, right? This position.
I do it.
This is squash, right? This is squash, see? But when it's kind of like that, that's supposed to be stretched, right? Stretched.
Did I did the wrong squash and stretch for legs?
No, it's not about legs. I'm talking about the body.
No, I draw when you talk to us. I have like a lot of paper sheets in front of me with text and drawings, and maybe I misunderstood it, but you show us legs position and squash and stretch, and it was different. That's why I have this mistake, and now I just like change the back line. Squash and stretch here, but probably it should be different leg position for each pose, yes? So...
Yeah, but that's not my point. My point not about even this, not about legs or something. It doesn't care about this now, but care about what's happening with the body. Hold on. I'm talking about you have a mass, right? You have a mass.
Yeah.
And if it's stretched, it has to be longer. In your case, you're doing stretch, but keep the same length. That's why it doesn't feel it's really stretched. See, already squashed. I mean, I talk about shape again. This shape and this shape, you see. But mass supposed to be the same. Like I know you have a clay, right? Clay. You know clay when you sculpting something, right? From one piece of the clay, right? It doesn't change the mass. It's a mass the same, right? Same like let's say if the ball, right, falling down, if it's stretched, you see it's getting longer here but shorter here, right? That's what I'm talking about. You see, same principle here, same mass, or when it's squashed here, it's the same mass, same as this one, same as rounded one. That's the principle. Okay, anyways, I see yours, this one. Can you flip on it? Yeah, this now is actually getting better. You just add something here, right? Here.
Yeah, I just
that's what it is.
Not
because
enough, but
no,
yeah,
it's getting it's better. Yeah, it's better. But the spine line, let's say, or upper part of his body.
That's what I didn't understand. So it should be here like that, yeah?
Yeah, the spine line is squashed,
but,
right?
The leg should be when we have this movement in the position or this position when one is on air. We have position where both legs are standing on the ground, and when one is on air. So how
the reason is, okay, I just try to explain to anyone. You have to understand, like I said, it's a principle of the, how it's called, energy, right? Principle of energy. Principle of energy means this one, right? Okay, the head, you see, this leg is here and this leg is here, right? See, that's one. That's what it's supposed to be. Actually, you see, all triangle is going this direction, right? If you see mine animation.
Okay, I did it different. That was my question because I did thumbnails, but I mixed it up. Sorry. Okay.
That's okay. You see that? You see this triangle? You see triangle? That's the energy, that's the energy. Plus, like I said, this is for scale because he had, the body now. See, it's only one leg, right? And actually, weight is somewhere right here because the head is here. That's weight right here. You see, solid. But without that head move or head and change that position, he will fall. You see, that's the reason why he moves his head and his neck, because it's kind of mass again, really big mass and heavy mass.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Okay, let's see what you have. Play for me, please. Well,
I didn't change much, but I get it now, so I will change it. Yeah, I need to change back and leg different.
the principle
Now-
is right. The only thing, like, I really don't see squash and stretch for the legs, like I said before.
I think it.
In your case, it always has that kind of shape. Instead of, it's like I said, instead of this, right? See, it's different. This one, right? And what's happened next? This and even more. You see this. You see progress. You see the progress. What's happened?
Yeah.
Even more.
Even more
like this.
stretch. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that? Like I said, this kind of like this, right? Remember? This is stretch, squash for the leg. Very important to feel this part, which is, like I said, part of thigh and the leg itself. Thigh and the leg. It's for any kind of birds, doesn't matter what kind of bird it is. Even penguin, penguin has the same principle. The only thing, it's a proportion of the legs, right? Raise the legs, hide it behind feathers, inside of cover with the feathers. But anyway, the principles you understand. What I really recommend to you, try to work with the shapes, right? With the shape, like I said. Just even like this, you see? Try to work this way. This shape, right? You will see very clearly what's happened in this shape, right? You see, this is squashed now, right? Squash, short, and this is stretch. Same with the body, right? Same with the body. Squashed and stretched. Try to feel connections. Animation about connections and about energy. Could be like a big, it's funny like this, right? Stupid. Maybe this one big too. Pum 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 pum. Whatever. It's up to you. Or could be fat, short, right? For short legs. But if you understand these principles, like I said, work with shapes, with connections, it's nothing, like I said, nothing accidentally. You have to understand me. Nothing accidental in this life. Any movement, it's actually, like I say, compact in unit. Basically, you understand what I'm talking about, right? So, who's the next? Okay, yeah, Mo, yeah. Mo, it's really better, way better. I believe you even understand what's going on with the legs. Really feels like a strange squash. The only thing you lost in the keys. You lost what kind of key you have to do, because some like this one, you see, he's supposed to be false. It's impossible to stay like that. You need to. This one it works. I'll show you. That's what I'm talking about. You see, the weight is right here. The leg is right here. You see, he will not. Even he left this leg, right? It's still very, I would say, solid pose for staying in that position. Sometimes they actually stay like that. They'll just only change the leg. Remember, like slowly, move that leg, right? Because it's very stable. Yep.
He's just walking with a limp right now.
I see. Yeah, like I said about the head, right? Keep
Yeah,
the
I
line.
remember.
Yeah, and the top of the, I don't know what's the name of this. I would say head on his head, right? Let's say thinking about like a one shape, not a partials. Okay, it will be fine. And about maybe that will help to anyone to hold on about position for his tail, right? His tail like this, you see, and feathers is like this. That's a feather. You can imagine. That's it. Very simple. That's the feather right here. And same here and same here. But they connected to the tail, you see? It's not kind of something you know it's here like you always do this. No, you have to understand. By the way, it's very similar to horse, right? Horse, my favorite actually animal. The horse, it's actually tail. You can imagine that's the tail. Not tail like this, like oh my god, like this. No. And from that, you can believe me, that grows like this. See, down, 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 down. See? You
Oh,
probably
okay.
see somehow you see like just cut it like this, right? You probably see this,
No, I've
especially
never seen it, but
yeah,
okay.
because they don't really cut the tail, because tail is here. Tail, this one is that's the tail. It's continuation of the
Oh, that's
backbone.
fine.
That's why when remember like this, right? It's going this way when she moves her tail. Same thing with birds. Same thing, absolutely the same. Has to be connected to the tail like this, right? Some just feathers is very long, right? That's why they are actually some is short.
Now I'm thinking about ducks.
Okay, who's the next? Kate?
Me, Kate,
Very good. Kate, very good. You
I
almost
just didn't finish tail, but now I watched
tail,
how
yes,
it's
yeah,
more
make it
and
small. Yeah, make its tail less smooth, right? Number one and number two, his bird. You see, bird. See, it's way too much. Make it softer. Wow, but it feels square, squash
I
and
think I need
stretch. I feel for squash and stretch for legs, squash and stretch for the body, for the neck, everything. Yeah, you can finish
and I
it.
think I think I need to add a frame somewhere here between these two.
Yeah, one thing which I can probably show you here. When it's touched, you see this? It's touched like this. You see that position, palm and squashed, which is you understand, kind of touch like this, right? That's what it is.
Like someone in the swimming pool when touch cold water.
You like this, right? Palm. This angle very important, and this one too, which like means 10 10 10 10. Okay, that's the only thing which I actually recommend you to make sure is make precisely, right? Make precisely and to tighten it down. It's called tighten down, which means make precise drawings. Okay, some parts especially. Good, very good. I like it. Nice. Anyway, again, I'm really impressed. I hope you will work on that. You kind of finish on a way, on a level you feel it the best as you can. Okay, and if it's nothing happen, if I feel, because I didn't feel well actually yesterday, if I feel well, fine, and everything is nothing actually happened, everything will be fine. So I believe next Monday, because tomorrow and after tomorrow I'll be busy with classes. Okay, with my classes, my students. Got
Sasha,
it?
how many
Okay.
classes left?
Like I said, it's actually 15 assignments, right? And after that, we will actually look at what you did, try to fix it. And it
Okay.
probably takes, totally supposed to be 27, you see. I don't know how many already was done. But all assignments you did now, it's
Today
from
is
the
10. Today is 10.
10.
The 10th assignment.
Every assignments you already did in your will, it's from original course, for the beginners. I mean Disney course for the beginners, and I actually impressed how you it's actually intensive course, right? So you're doing really good. Yeah. The main
We
idea.
got a great teacher.
Thank you. Yeah. Kinda some of my Disney students said you the best. They said the best. I said, what's the best? I don't know. They said the best means best of the best. Yeah, like oh my god. Yeah, but they said the same way. They said like this. You're very tough to please. I wanna the top thing or the best thing you can do. You personally can do, right? You really can do it. Yeah, I can see that. You're tough. That's good. Very tough. Yeah, I wish you can work on this. And again, I recommend try to work with shapes, okay? Or maybe even thinking like this, like ink blot, right? You know ink blot, right? You know when you write something with ink, and you drops, that's a called
Okay,
blot, you see?
okay.
Yeah, ink blot helps you to keep mass, right? Real mass and shape, because you will not lose the mass. That's what it means. Anyway, I will say this is a cinch. I hope cinch for you, right? Don't care about lines, like I said. Don't pay too much attention for clean lines. Clean lines is for actually clean up people mostly, right? Could be for in-betweeners but for mostly for cleanup. Animator has to think about shape, right? Energy and character. Yeah, also I wish you will not just copy mine, please, okay? Just try to understand how to do this, right? I would say kind of copy, but not mechanically copy. That's what I mean, right? That's it.
Thank you.
Good luck. Yep. And
See
you're
you
on the
next
right
week.
way. Yeah, see you next week.